Hello, my little artistic demons, and welcome back to another video. So today I'll be talking about something that I wish I'd known sooner. So this will be a life lesson from Grandma Eleonora. Okay, no, I should stop. So it's all about art school. Um, so I'm currently an art student in high school, and basically I'll be talking from my own observations and from high school experience, so not from college, which you might have thought of. I also live in Belgium, so I'm mentioning that because there might be a cultural difference or a difference in countries where they might learn something else or have a different method of teaching. So last year I attended art school for the first time, and I had a lot of doubts if I should take the risk of joining the art school and the career that I wanted to be having, which is still a dream. But like deep down, I always knew that I wanted to attend art school and that I wanted to have a career that is about art and just do what I love. That's what was always in the back of my head, and basically I just let my fears get the best of me, and other people were saying like you should attend art in like college, or you should just take that as a hobby and get a real job. But I didn't love studying something else. So yeah. Um, a lot of people also told me that it was impossible to get a career out of this, and I also I want to someday be a freelancer in like animation and illustration. I want to do both. So I may be hard. It may be hard to do that, but I I know that I need a safety plan if it doesn't work, but I just don't have one yet. I'm such an idiot. Okay. But after 1 year of thinking and being in the wrong type of study thing, yes, the wrong subjects that I was studying. That's what I wanted to say. Oof. I didn't expect to join art school, but I did. So I'll put that out of there. So also didn't expect much from art school because it's on a high school level, and I don't expect much from it. But I did want to learn something new, and I want to learn new things from my teachers and also possibly from other art students, because I think you learn the most from people on your same level. Like you can pick some things up that they're doing and that you might think, oh, that's interesting to do as well, because that's how I learned about the correction lines in an art program and stuff like that. So pretty much I love learning from other people. Then oh my god, in the beginning it was so hard because I didn't know the artistic terms that were used to describe your artwork and to describe someone else's artwork in a fancy way. So that was pretty much hard, and that taught me that art isn't all about just making it, but also about describing it and how to attract people to your artwork, which is really important because you obviously want to attract other people to your artwork. to buy them eventually or to watch your video, I guess. I don't know. um, and I also didn't do any preparation such as sketching multiple things and not always choosing the first thing that I make. So what I mean by like preparation is like basically sketching more than one sketch and not picking the first sketch that I've made. Just keep on sketching until I have a lot of sketches that I can look at and basically pick one out that stands out the most or would fit the most in the situation or the artwork that you want to make. Um, so that was basically what I really like that stands out that I learned from art school. I'm still in art school, by the way, so I hope that I will learn a lot more next year. Um, but it also taught me to spend more time on something and that it will be prettier if I spend more than 30 minutes on it, because I most of the time only spend 30 minutes on my artworks because I want to like I'm rushed into everything because I want it to be done. I want to get on with it. Although I really do love sketching, I really do love making art, I don't want to spend a lot of time on it because I usually get really frustrated if something gets wrong. So yeah. um, also, if you want to join art school, you have to know that it's not easy to be in art school. Like, you'll have to spend more time at school, but also work after school is done on your artworks at home, because a lot of the time you don't have enough time to actually finish up your artwork that you were working on, or your teacher says like this is bad and you have to do it all over again at home. So it's not a free pass to do nothing, which is what a lot of my other my colleague students do. I don't know, but it is pretty much hard work, and I also do hard work. I spend a lot of time on my works, but also something that I learned is that my teacher adored more abstract art than um, humans or animals that are not abstract, but realistic or cartoony. Um, and they will say something harsh about your art, and we all know how sensitive we artists can be sometimes with their art, because you spend a lot of time on it, you spend a lot of thought to it, etc., and it will hurt. But so I asked my teacher why. Um, they said that I have to draw more abstract art first, and they said you have to know how to make abstract things, abstract work, to come up with a beautiful, like with the most beautiful illustrations, because you also use like abstract elements in your illustrations to make it look fascinating and stuff like that. And I think she's right, because I recently made an artwork which is called Candle Girl, and I was really proud of that. And it is not fully abstract, but it has abstract elements in it because it's not realistic. Um, so I think she's right about that. So I'm trying to get more abstract in my art. But there is something else that I noticed, and it really frustrates me. But some of my teachers rarely have something negative to say about my art, which is something you would see as positive. Um, but like, I only already do as I please, so I think that's the thing. And I put elements in that I like too, so it's kind of it compares to each other. So when they do their round, what I mean by that is like they look at every art student and see what they're doing and kind of tell them something that they should improve or that they're doing bad or good. They basically go to every art student like that, and say something. And to me, they don't give critique. They just like basically skip me. Like they don't go to me and be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" No, they just skip me and just say, "Oh, I bet yours already good." And that frustrates me because I do want to improve. I do want to learn from someone that is like semi-professional or has experience in art way more than I do. So that basically frustrates me. Really, it does. Um, yeah, and it's just because there is no chance given to me to like improve more, to do something about maybe things that I do wrong, maybe things that I don't even notice. And it's not like I say like that they never give critique to me, because sometimes they do. But that's mostly one teacher who is really harsh and really like has a lot of critique on multiple people, and it's harsh because I don't know. He thinks it's more effective. Um, so basically, a lot of teachers just ignore me. It sucks. But I hope like next year I have different teachers. I know, like I hope they don't do the same as that my other teachers did, and that I can improve. So that's just kind of what I'm hoping on to next year. So if you want to support me, make sure to subscribe and check out my Instagram, my Twitter, my everything actually. And also make sure to check out my Fiverr. It is where I draw gigs for you, and it starts around $5 for a drawing, but it goes up depending on your wantings. Like if you want to add different people to the image, if you want a background, like stuff like that. So yes. Other than that, I hope you liked my little rant. And also, this image is gonna be my new profile picture for Instagram, and I think also for YouTube. I'm kind of doubting on that. We'll see about that. But it's gonna be my profile picture. So yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.